Hello guys, it's Corey here and I'm from Lol Funny Boys, and today I'll be making a new Guide to Life video for mate here, Khaled. I had a good response from all the ladies from our last video. They all seemed to like this little cutie. It's weird because the ladies are treating him nice when he wouldn't do the same, you know, because he's Lebanese and they hit their girls and that.
Mate, yeah, that's the Muslims.
Alright, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I wanted to make a new Guide to Life video. Our last video was on friend zoning, that was about a month ago, and yeah, that was quite funny. Good response on that video. But anyways, the new video I'm going to be focusing on is the reply process. Yeah, so the reply process is an interesting topic. Everyone's kind of understands it, but I want to make it more in depth, and it's going to be an interesting video on my views. And this kid's going to rant on
so
much, he says. So much. Yeah, I know he gets very angry about it. Me and him have a lot of talks about this. You know, how girls, how they reply, but fuck, some of them really fucking do my head in how they don't reply. And I'm going to be telling you about my philosophy, about my reply process back to girls, and the way they do things back to me. Alright, so I know all of us have this same problem, guys, girls have this reply process problem and the way people reply. But we want to know, what is the reply process?
The reply process, it's when you're there talking to a chick for about, I don't know, half an hour, maybe just start talking for 5 minutes. You just have a great conversation, then they just stop replying. And that does my head in so much. So many girls do it. They're all the same. They can get fucked.
Alright, so he's going to tell us about his little rant and the disrespect and his reaction about the reply process. So how about you tell us about this, mate?
Alright, so if a chick doesn't reply, I hate it so much. He's the only one that has an idea how, because I rage it about him so much. Anyway, if you have a conversation, so on, no reply. Nothing at all, no notice, nothing to say, oh, I'll talk to you later. Only time you get that is when they go on to bed or some shit like that. Anyway, it pisses me off so much, I just want to hit him, but they're like to go.
Typical, he wants to hit a girl.
Shut the fuck up.
I think the majority related to his reply process is the effort that he's put in. And I'm sick of putting in effort for a 5-minute conversation. It's a complete waste of time. And you always got to be the one that starts the conversation. Or go for 5 minutes, you're like, alright, well there's nothing to talk about now, so they just leave it. But then still the next day, you'll text them, and so you're putting in the effort.
That's something that pisses me off so much. You put in all the effort. Girls' excuses. You're the guy, you need to put in effort. We put in effort majority of the time. We'll just like at least 3 to 5 times at least some sort of effort. But no, you're so fucked up that you can't even give us that. Also, if you have a thing with a chick, like, it's always you putting in the effort. There may be 1 or 2 girls on your occasion that puts in the effort, but you barely find them at all. And good thing about Facebook now, you can see when they've seen your messages, but still you reply to that and go off at them for not replying. No reply to that. So for example, like last week, I'm pretty sure there was this chick, we're meant to chill and shit. Anyway, usually we've been talking for months, and anyway, every time we get to chill, about half an hour, I ask her, oh, where do you want to meet up? No reply at all. Then last week, we planned at the start of the week to chill, Macca's or whatever. Anyway, gets to the day, I was like, where do you want to meet up? She was like, Macca's, 3 o'clock. Gets to the time, I ring her up, goes on and shit, and she doesn't answer. Then I text her later that day saying, what's the go? No reply. Text her again, no reply. Go to check her Facebook. Dumb bitch deleted me.
Yeah, that's pretty shallow. And she couldn't even like be a man about it. Well, not exactly a man, but like you know, just have the courage and not be a coward and tell him straight, you know, I didn't want to meet up with you. You know, it's better for him, more beneficial for him, because he just needs that closure. Same thing happened to me. This chick I had a thing with. We're going good, but fuck. Oh, she fucked me around so much. a lot of things are chill. Yeah, I was nothing but nice to her, and anyways, she fucked me over in the end, and then I was being only being nice. Like there was one night I just went off my fucking head at her. I was upset. It happens. I was upset, and I went off my head at her. She probably didn't deserve it, but now when I think about it, yeah, maybe she does deserve it. So the next day, I wrote this full long message to her, and about how I felt. I'm saying goodbye to her, being nice about it, and she couldn't even have the decency, to like reply back, And when I was nothing but nice to her, and then she seems to be going all right, doesn't worry about how I was, but I think she should just show a bit more respect, a bit of decency, like I said to her, and at least just reply. It doesn't have to be a big reply like how I did to her. Just something simple, just so I know that she's seen the message. It's just for closure for myself and closure for him, I guess.
See, me myself, I find that so disrespectful. He treated her so good, and she just threw it all back in his face. And I saw the message he wrote. She didn't even have the decency to reply. She is a downright bitch.
Before that rant out of the way, I've got my own little theory on how to prevent this reply process, and it's something that I've been using, that I've adopted over these last few weeks. And it's actually been working quite well for me, and I don't have the problem where girls don't reply, because I think it's a bit of a taste of their own medicine of how they don't like it. Basically, it's got its own little set of rules to it, and I've kind of made it up myself, but yeah, it does work. Alright, so you're talking to a girl, and they don't reply any time frame over an hour. I'll take an hour to reply back to them. If they take 2 hours, I take 2 hours, and vice versa. It just keeps going on and on and on. Yeah, and this seems to work. And then, but you only do this just say they take an hour to reply, but then they reply, and the message is something like relevant, something important, or something generally important. Then yeah, you do reply. But if it's like going on with your last conversation that happened an hour ago, it's kind of irrelevant, and it doesn't. It's like there's no good talking about it an hour later when you fucking should have been talking about it there and then. But yeah, I do this a fair bit now to almost every person I talk to. If they don't reply to me for a certain amount of time, I won't reply to them. It's simple as that. You have anything to say about that, mate?
See, well, there's a difference between him. If they reply to me, I'm all good. He has his little fancy rules.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand that, because most of the girls I do talk to, they do reply to me, like eventually, but I'll just take the same amount of time to reply back to them. But if it's only like 10 minutes, I'll reply to them straight away. But as soon as it gets over the hour mark, that's it. I've got to set myself up. I've got to do that. Yeah, so got that out of the way, and that was the reply process by the Guide to Life series. I hope you enjoyed it. It gives you a bit more of an understanding of what it is, the way people feel about it, especially how he feels about it. I don't really get myself worked up as much as he does about it. I kind of just do it back to him. There's no point in getting yourself worked up about it unless you have sent an important message to them and then you get no reply to it. That's probably when I get worked up about it. So anything you got to say goodbye to?
No,
nothing to say. Fucking idiot. You had so much to say before.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, this has been a Lol Funny Boys production. Yeah, send in suggestions to lolfunnyboys@hotmail.com. Also, this will be on YouTube, because obviously this is where you'll be seeing it. But can you also share this to Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it friggin' anywhere. I don't care. Just get the word out about this whole reply process, and maybe we can all join forces and stop this. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. Alright, understand?